Welcome back, everybody. Brew Crew here for another round of Brew League Football this week. Byron and K Rob in the house. And first and foremost, we are all tied for second place. You're in a first place matchup this week, sir. How you feeling?
Yep, not good. I feel sick to my stomach.
Well, let's see. You didn't start Raheem Mostert. oh,
There's reasons behind that. I'll explain those.
I'm sure. I'm sure. But get everything out of the way, and also we will be doing live commentary with NFL Red Zone as games are going on in the noon block right now. Chiefs won the game in Germany this morning against the Miami Dolphins in what was supposed to be Tyreek Hill's revenge game. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards receiving, and a
He,
loss.
he got shut down.
More so, Tua Tagovailoa got shut down due to having an incompetent offensive line that didn't protect him, and also on 4th and 10 with the game on the line, he fumbled the snap.
Yep.
Chiefs defense got to give them credit. They stepped up, made plays when they needed to. While we're at it, we're going to hop around to our league. First, let's take a look at the standings coming into this week. Of course, you are in a very, very huge matchup facing our buddy Chris Markham, whose team is more points on the bench. And we have a three-way tie. See, both of our games have postseason ramifications.
Yep.
You are because you're facing Markham. You're a half game back, and I'm facing my best friend, Mr. Shamrock, who is tied. We're all three of us are tied at 5-3. It just has to work out that way. And let's take a look at our matchup so far. Right now, you are leading by, or you're leading by a touchdown, with
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes as your leading as your top performer so far. Saints defense already got you 8 points.
Yeah, they start out with 10 though.
Oh, but nonetheless, that's huge. And Team Smith leading Bort Green Urinals. I always love that name. That's his name in every fantasy league. 60-4.
Yep.
60.
I am
That's
my Team Smith. They picked up. They fill in. They,
oh,
tight end. I think he picked up Cole Kimmett.
what the
This
hell was that? Jeez. So, live cut in Packers and Rams. Backup quarterback Brett Rippon stripped and fumbled the ball. Packers have it now.
I think Borkrin is in for a long day. I think you can't count on any points or hardly any points from Cup or Puka.
Nakua, yeah, because Brett Rippon is starting. Matthew Stafford out for the game, and it's not even from a fantasy standpoint, just from a Rams fan standpoint, it's not looking good so far. But it's early, and Rendler and Crowder and a battle for the bottom feeders. It's a 15-10 Crowder, and he has his six guys going. Yeah, that game. That's your lolcow game of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking a look at what I've got going on, up 11 points on Shamrock, and barely projected as of right now to win. But that's the beautiful thing. Anything could happen anytime. Let's cut in.
I'm not looking. I feel sick with my matchup right now. Like everything that could go wrong seems to be going wrong.
Let's look at what you've got going on right now as we cut back in. Tampa Bay is driving on the Texans defense. There's a flag there cut to the Packers. Packers have it 2nd and 8 at the Rams 13-yard line. Motion to the left. Love hands it off to Aaron Jones, who gets down to about the 7-yard line. Packers are in position to score. This one's important to you. Saints Bears. Taysom Hill takes a draw. Bears up 7-0. How? I don't know. Have to get back.
I don't know. I need the Saints to. They got an interception, so that brought them back a little bit. But I need the Saints to do something here.
Yeah. So looking at your lineup today, you've always got the constant dilemma of starting either Tua or Mahomes, and now both played each other. I think you made a wiser choice. Mahomes did not put up stellar numbers today. I don't think he really had to.
No,
185 yards, two passing touchdowns.
I mean when they were up 21-0 at half, they were kind of in a safe spot where they didn't have to go crazy on the throw. And
No,
then
and
when they made in the third quarter when Miami made a 14-point comeback, again they played safe. They didn't have to go crazy.
no, and given the fact that Tua threw for 193 yards and a touchdown, either quarterback was kind of a wash. It really came down to the defenses in that game.
Yep.
21-14, everybody was expecting a big time shootout. Dolphins give up a lot more points than Kansas City does. I had my concerns with the Chiefs solely because their strength of schedule wasn't the greatest. Neither was Miami's. However, Miami's losses were to really, really good teams, and now they got and all three of their losses. They've lost two of their games to the two Super Bowl participants from last year, and their other loss to Buffalo. Buffalo's been to two of the last three AFC Championship games.
Hmm.
So, or two of the last four. Take that back. So take that for what you will as we look at the Bucks and the Texans as the Buccaneers are desperately trying to get into the end zone. Baker Mayfield should have handed that ball off inside of the 5 yard line. It is now second and goal. Trips to the left. Baker looks, pressure, throws underneath, touchdown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's a
Also, Saints touchdown.
excellent. Let's cut into that Saints game and see how they got into the end zone. Derek Carr's 8 yard touchdown to Chris Olave, and Blake Grupe's extra point is good. Yes, young lady, how you doing? By the way, my daughter, you can't see her in the background here. She is popping in. Yes, baby girl, what's up? I'm actually for lunch. Yes, it is lunchtime, baby girl. I'll be in there in a little bit. I promise you. Because I'm starving. I feel you. I'll just give me a little bit. We'll be in there. We are live, folks. You never know. And there she is popping into my Metal Gear Foxhound logo in the background. Yes, that is. Yeah, fading in and out. All right. Hey, I will be there in a little while. Okay. All right. Cutting in, Commanders are driving now into Patriots territory. That is 3-0 in that game in Foxborough. Yeah, we just cut back here to the Saints game, and that is 7-all. Vikings got a field goal. That one's 7-all. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is me. That's you. Well, looks like for once I'm actually taller than you. Packers are on the board. Aaron Jones just got a touchdown, so that's not helpful for you, dude. That
There's a
puts them
lot.
just 2 points over.
Yeah, it's rough right now. Like I need points. Like I've already had. Shit. I've got 2 playing already, 3 playing right now, 4 to go, and I need plays. I need somebody to come up big. And the thing is, I got a feeling that Baltimore. I don't think, even though he's had 2 stellar games the last 2 games, Gus Edwards. I think Lamar Jackson's gonna trust his own legs over Gus.
I can see that because when in the Ravens offense, it doesn't matter who their running backs are. Hi, baby girl. I have an etch a sketch on my forehead, on my head, but I also have so much hair, barely can feel it. In the Ravens offense, it doesn't matter who their running back is. The primary runner is Lamar. So
Yep.
that's the one thing that you do have to keep in mind. And yeah, with Aaron Jones getting that touchdown, it puts him at 11 fantasy points for the day, and the Browns are at 11 as well. Now, I'd like to know your rationale. Let people know you left 14 and a half points on the bench in Raheem Mostert. Was this a gut feeling?
The thing is, last week he was all week questionable. He didn't have a great turnout last week, and again, all this week again he had was supposed to questionable on his ankles. So it was I didn't know how he was going to play, and then I left Gus Edwards on the bench, and he had a freaking stellar game against Arizona with 29.4 points.
Yeah.
Again, that would have made a big matchup difference in ours. So it's with him being questionable all week for again 2 weeks in a row. It was I'm just going to play it safe, just run Edwards and pray for the best.
And he's only got 3 yards rushing right now. Baltimore's leading rusher in the game is Justice Hill at only 10. Um, that's the one thing with Baltimore, and it's never for a lack of them having running backs. It's how the running backs are used in their offense. Um, since he's been their starting quarterback, the Ravens like to go running back by committee, and also mix Lamar in to keep all of their guys fresh. So their primary back this year would have been J.K. Dobbins, but unfortunately he had a season-ending injury. Cutting in again to we have dual coverage, Commanders and Patriots, and Browns and Cardinals. The Browns are driving it as 3rd and 13. They are inside the red zone against Arizona. Um, Far be it from me to say, I think the Arizona Cardinals have the most mid uniforms in the NFL. They redid them this year. They look so plain, and I've seen high school teams with more flair than the Arizona Cardinals. It's just so boring to watch. They're about as boring to watch in terms of or to look at in terms of uniforms as watching the University of Iowa try to score points.
Yep.
Listen, I'm not even going to get into that. Jeez, if you're ever a betting man and you bet on the Iowa Hawkeyes to ever cover the spread, you're going to lose money every time. Falcons
Yep.
and Vikings final play of the first quarter, and Heineke throws a screen to Cordarrelle Patterson that will get a first down on a 4th and 4. Or actually, it looks like we don't. That they'll come up short, and there's a flag as we go to the end of the first quarter in Atlanta. See, Atlanta's starting a new quarterback today. The Rams have a new quarterback in, as do the as do of course, with the Bears with Tyson Bagent making his third start. The Minnesota Vikings are starting a fifth round rookie as well, and the Arizona Cardinals starting Clayton Tune, a rookie out of the University of Houston. So it seems like we're off to a bit of a slow start, except in the Tampa Houston game. Baltimore and Seattle is scoreless at this point. Commanders just bumped their lead up to 9-0. So it appears we have a touchdown in that game. Brian Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown run, puts Washington up 9-0, and we're about to see that touchdown as it takes place. Is there anybody else you have a lot of confidence in today on your squad?
I expect Thielen to get his today. Goddard could go 50-50. I don't know. Diggs should get his. It's it's a lot of toss up. I don't this right now I'm in a rough spot where I'm in consistent bye weeks with a lot of my players.
Yes.
So I'm not having a consistent roster.
And
And also
so you
also
say you're kind of doing it patchwork right now?
pretty much. And right now, it also doesn't help the fact that I've had a lot of questionables on my primary scores, and Kyrie Williams is still out.
Yeah, and
So
he was adding a lot of early season punch for you.
yep,
The yards per carry and everything weren't the world's greatest, but the guy was finding the end zone at a very frequently, and
yep.
and that
It's
was helping you out a ton.
it's also doesn't help the fact that like a lot of the matchups I'm getting right now should be some of them should be favorable, and the players just are underperforming or teams are underperforming,
Hmm.
or it's just bad matchups in general.
Yeah, and a lot of times just like in real football, it does come down to matchups. And we take a look here now. The Browns are attempting to score 3rd and 13 screen pass, and they're going to come up short. The Cardinals get a big stop. It is now 4th down at around the 15-yard line. That was David Njoku trying to get away from Buda Baker, but he could not.
Hey,
Hey,
Edwards
what's
is
the
on
A
the
for?
board.
Hold on. What do you got?
Edwards, what
Gus Edwards
4 yard
got you
rushing
some
touchdown.
points. All right, there you go. And that would be the first touchdown of the game. Ravens go up, and we're going to see that here shortly as Lamar hands or tries to run to the edge. Yeah, that was Lamar running to the edge. So we're a little behind on live cut-in footage, but we will see that touchdown shortly from Gus Edwards. Browns attempting a field goal, and we have a flag down on that one. It looks like a false start. Wow. That's one of the most basic ass fundamental mistakes you can make as a false start on a field goal attempt.
Yeah.
I remember one time way back in the day, the Raiders once got called for a false start lining up to punt the ball, and their head coach called them the dumbest team in America. Very encouraging, I might add. All right, now we're going to see that handoff to Gus Edwards, right up the gut, and touchdown Baltimore. There you go, and you needed those points.
I do.
Actually, that is no, that was a fault. That was offsides on the Cardinals, and that penalty is declined. Browns get the field goal there. Big
Also,
points for you.
what the heck's going on in the Saints game? The Bears are back in the red zone.
I would like an explanation to that. We're gonna jump in because I want to know what's going on here too. Let's see. Because all of a sudden the Chicago Bears are making big moves. This offense has been stagnant and terrible all year. There's certain rules in football, and one of them is that the Chicago Bears are not allowed to have a dynamic offense. I don't make the rules. It just is. It never matters who the quarterback is, but they have a 3rd and 2 at the Saints 11-yard line, and New Orleans is one of the better defenses in the NFL. We're cutting in live now to this game, and handoff to Deontay Foreman goes up the middle. That is now okay. They're behind a play than what we have. But yeah, the New Orleans Saints moving. All right, we're going to cut to the Rams game. Brett Rippon drops, backside pressure, throws. That is dropped by Tutu Atwell with excellent coverage. It is 7-0 Packers in that one. Brett Rippon, 1 of 3 for 10 yards. I'm in for a long day.
It's gonna be a long day for a lot of these. Like,
I'm not thrilled. All right, 2nd and 5 at the back to the Superdome. Handoff to Deontay Foreman. He gets that down to the 11-yard line. So we're still waiting on an update in that one. But yeah, the Chicago Bears all of a sudden with this maligned offense and the Justin Fields issues and Division II quarterback Tyson Bailey. Wait, listen to this. This is against the rules. The Bears have a touchdown on their last 7 red zone drives. That is the longest active streak in the NFL. The Chicago Bears. Some things aren't meant to make sense. All right, moving now to Falcons Vikings. Their young quarterback misses T.J. Hawkinson. Actually, that is Joshua Dobbs, who is now in the game, recently acquired from the Cardinals. As a means to fill the gap for Kirk Cousins, who's done for the season. By the way, he had a successful surgery on his torn Achilles. Wishing him the best and recovery. Oh, please wait. Is that my defense, dude? Please tell me that's my defense. Do I have them? Yes, sir. Give me that. I just got a safety. Let's go. Falcons defense with the safety. The old man Calais Campbell. Yes, sir. Oh wow. This man just raised the roof on national TV. That's how you know you old when you out here doing one of these.
Yep.
I randomly thought about that one day in real, and I got to thinking, was that as cool as I remember it being?
No clue, dude. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, damn pup.
Oh, shut it. Oh, right now I need your friend Markham to have his players not score any more points the rest of the fucking game.
Dude, that your game is, you are literally trailing by a half a point.
But he's projected at 138. I'm only projected at 123 now.
Shit, even at 123, you'd still beat me. Whoa, now you want to know why the Bears are moving the ball so well? Tyson Bagent has 120 passing yards already.
Jeez.
Against a legit good defense in the Saints. Plus he's doing it on the road. Got to give credit where it's due. That's quite impressive.
Is this life we're seeing in the Bears?
Perhaps. Once again, make it make sense.
I can't.
And here's the thing: the Bears own Carolina's first round pick going into next year's draft. Right now, because the Panthers have only one pick next year in the first round, which right now is projected to be the first overall pick. But the Bears own 2 top 5 picks.
Oh boy.
Their own and Carolina's that they traded away to the Panthers, so the Panthers could
go
get Bryce
Young. Browns defense is killing the Cardinals.
I ain't gonna lie, I expect that. Like the Browns defense, I mean, you got Myles Garrett out there doing Myles Garrett things, and they're just absolutely gross. That guy honestly has a case to be Defensive Player of the Year the way he's going right now. Rams Packers, AJ Dillon running the ball. Now he just gained 3. Saints and Bears. That game is now 3rd and 12 now at the Saints 21-yard line. There was a holding penalty to knock them back 10 yards as we cut in, and we have a flag down, and this is the holding call. So that is now 3rd and 12 at the Saints 21 instead of the 11-yard line, making it a little bit more of a task for this young Division II quarterback. And hey, crazier things have happened.
They're back to red zone.
Oh, nice move by DJ Moore to create some space. And admittedly, DJ Moore has been an absolute treat for Saints for the Bears offense this year. He's among the league leaders in receiving yards. And 3rd and 12, Chicago 0 for 1 on 3rd down. Superdome crowd is getting very, very ramped up. It's one of the toughest places in the NFL to win. Let's see. Out of the shotgun, 3rd and 12, Bagent looks. He's got time, steps up into the pocket. He's going to take off and run and try to get the first down. He is close. Oh, and he just stretches for the marker. That's going to be a close spot. That's going to be very, very close. The Saints dropped a ton in the coverage, and he took off and ran. We're going to see if he gets the spot, if they're going to measure. Hell of an effort there. Now we go to the Packers and Rams. Jordan Love looking. He goes up top and goes deep, and that is probably pass interference. Is that interference? No flag. I'll take it. Please give me all the breaks today. Because it looked like our guy pushed off just a little bit. But yeah, please give all the breaks. It looks like I'm not seeing what the call is here in New Orleans. Okay, it looks like it's 4th and 1. He was just short of the marker.
Yeah. Right now, the issue I have right now is if New Orleans can't keep Chicago from like these extended plays, there's very little chance Kamara is going to see any time touching that damn ball.
Yeah, and what Chicago is going to want to do is to run as much clock to keep the ball out of the hands of an Alvin Kamara. And that's the smartest thing. So it looks like the Bears were just short. They're going to kick a field goal here. Cairo Santos is coming on to attempt a field goal. Or wait, hold on. Now, no challenge flag has been thrown by the Bears to challenge the spot. So we now have a coach's challenge in New Orleans. Previous play is under further review. And Eberflus is going to challenge the spot. It's a matter of whether Bajent's arm broke the down marker before his knee touched, and intercepted by the Cleveland Browns. We cut in. Clayton just threw an interception to Denzel Ward. Browns lead at 3-0. And
I'm screwed this week.
Is that Markham's defense, Cleveland?
Yep.
He was smart to play. First off, just to have him in general. But
I had them originally, but I had to drop them for on the week they were on bye. They got picked up.
All right, switching now to Seattle and Baltimore. 3rd and 5 at the 31-yard line. Ravens looking for a stop here. Geno Smith shotgun, twins to the left. Kenneth Walker is in the backfield. Geno's throwing deep over the middle. Intercepted. Yikes. Completely missed Tyler Lockett, who I just plugged in this morning. Awesome. Oh, that's great. All right, moving on to the Commanders Patriots. Is that Zeke? Looks like that was Zeke of making some moves. It was Ezekiel Elliott making some room out there against the Commanders defense that no longer has Montez Sweat or Chase Young, their stud defensive ends. And now almost called them the redacteds there. Brian Robinson fumbles the ball. Patriots recover in that one as Washington still leads 10-0. We're going to see if he was down though. Oh no, that was a beautiful punch. Got the fist in there, pause, and just knocked that ball out. Great play by the Patriots defense. My goodness. So some of these games are kind of sloppy, but sloppy's fun sometimes.
Yeah.
Are you still hurting over the Chiefs Dolphins game?
I'm hurting on over all of this because it's just it's again Alvin Kamara. I expected him to be doing a lot more than he is, but again, Chicago for whatever fucking reason is.
You're kind of pissed about that.
Yeah.
Well, for obvious reasons, but dude, it's just funny for some fucking reason. They're still reviewing this, by the way.
I get that.
Also, Patriots just got on the board. Hunter Henry making a gorgeous over-the-shoulder catch to beat his man in the end zone. Patriots cut that to 4 points. Didn't you have him
at one point in time? Yeah, but he stopped performing.
Oh, he's on a bad offense, but hey, he just made a hell of a play for the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean Hunter Henry's not a bad option, but again, if you look at his fantasy points, let me pull it up real quick. You'll see he had a massive decline in production.
Well, that's also because I low-key think that Mac Jones just ain't the guy. All right, here's the call in New Orleans on the line to gain for Bajent. Chicago will not be a charge to timeout. It is overturned, first down, Chicago. That was huge. That was very, very huge.
All right, so Hunter Henry The first few weeks were good. Week 3, 3.7. Week 4, 9.1. Week 4, or 5, 0. Week 6, 1.4. Week 7, 4.7. Week 8, 5.8.
Okay, yeah, good enough reason to drop the guy because he just wasn't doing nothing. I get
Yep.
that.
I say the first 2 weeks, great performance. Then, now against Washington, yeah, he's starting to pop off.
No, I totally get that. All right, now that the Bears won their challenge, it's 1st and 10 at the Saints 9-yard line. Bajent hands it off, or no, he play fakes, looking for the leak. That is Cole Kmet for the Bears touchdown.
Oh, my brother-in-law is eating hard right now.
That was a heck of a play. And look at break up the Chicago Bears all of a sudden. Not just doing this against a top end defense on the road.
Yeah,
That's huge.
yeah. Borkgren is about to go down to. He's gonna have a hill to climb.
Yeah, see, he is in a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because I think low key, number one, he's gonna have some struggles today with his team in our league. But also as a Bears fan, I low key believe this man doesn't want the Bears to be winning right now. I
Yep.
absolutely don't. I've known him for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
He if it was up to him, he would be running the Chicago Bears like he does his Madden franchises, and he would trade off every big contract that he has and cheat the team to death.
Yeah. Right now, Cole Kimmett, 16.7 points.
Yes, sir. And when you're a young quarterback and you are not brought in as the guy, one of your best friends as a security blanket is always a tight end that can catch.
Yep. And it sucks for me. My best tight ends benched today. Benched for the week.
Oh, well, Laporta, because the Lions are on a bye.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of depressed that the Lions are on a bye. I love watching the Detroit Lions play football, man. I really
Me
do.
too.
It's
Because
been
I've
a
got.
long time since I've been able to say that.
I mean, here's the thing for me: Amon-Ra and Laporta are two of my biggest point providers, and they're on
Yes,
a
they
bye
are.
this
They're
week.
on a bye this week. Lamar Jackson just ripped off a big 30-yard gain in the Seahawks Ravens game. Dude is hard to catch. He is hard to sack.
Yeah,
Browns.
my brother-in-law is eating real good right now because he's got Lamar Jackson as his
Mm,
quarterback.
mm. All right, handoff to Ford for the Browns as they are inside the Cardinals' red zone again, looking to get 6 instead of 3 this time. Dude, Raheem Mostert had 12 for 85, 7 yards a carry, and you left
Yep.
him.
I I mean
Well,
again.
oh shoot, Lamar Jackson stripped, fumbled, Seahawks recovered. Woof.
Yep.
Got his hand whacked on a blindside rush, and yep, punched right out. Great play by the Seahawks defense. Seattle gets the ball back in their game against the Ravens.
Oh my
Deshaun
god.
Watson drops, looks, throws. That ball's a dud. Yeah, what in the world was that? This ball got deflected at the line of scrimmage, and it still floats into the end zone, into the hands of Browns receiver Amari Cooper. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, I'd feel sick. Yeah, it's that Cardinals defender. I'd feel sick if I was you too.
I'm just
Imagine you
gonna.
do everything right. Let's take a look at this again. Jeez.
Alvin Kamara had a rush for 0 yards.
That's beautiful for you.
No, it's not.
I'm just
No,
that's
it's not.
terrible. Oh, this would make me sick. So on that Cleveland touchdown, uh, Deshaun Watson throws the ball and it gets deflected, partially hits the Cardinals defender in the face mask and goes behind him into the end zone and into the hands of a Browns receiver.
Yep. You
Yeah,
know what?
I'd want to puke.
Screw what's going on right now. I'm calling right now. 40 points from Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, and Keenan Allen.
40 points combined.
A piece.
You are so desperate right now.
The thing is, this week's bad. Next week's gonna be worse.
Hold on, let me go to schedule and see why is next week going to be so bad for you?
Do you want to know how many players I have on a bye?
Oh,
I have two
let me
available
look.
options. I have two available options on my bench. That's it.
You're still projected to win handedly.
If
What are
things
you
are going
complaining
to,
about?
I mean, for now, maybe.
about to say, what the hell are you complaining about? You are projected to handedly win.
Who am I playing against?
Shamrock.
Yeah, I was projected to win last time against him and got crushed.
Yeah, well, stuff happened,
Again, it's I don't have any faith. Especially when considering I have to figure out my quarterback situation for next week because I
Okay.
don't have no Mahomes, no Tua.
Well, I got an extra quarterback if you need.
I had to see who you got as quarterbacks.
Justin Herbert and Sam Howell on my bench.
I mean, I've got Levis.
Will Levis ain't been bad in his first two starts. I mean, obviously the first one he showed out, and
second one
second
was not good.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're playing against T.J. Watt, and I'm not going to so much say the Steelers' defense. You're playing T.J. Watt. That dude wrecks everything. It's just what he does.
I'm just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to look at that one. But no, this week I'm just like this. I just feel sick to my stomach.
Oh, good Lord. We can't say that because I legit was feeling sick to my stomach last night. Note to self, stay away from making Frito chili pie. It was great going down, but not the other way. That's hella pass interference. Y'all going to call that? Atlanta and Minnesota, by the way, that score is 8-3. The Braves lead the Twins in the middle of the fifth inning. Jeez. Yeah, that is super pass interference, and they didn't call that. All right, bro. Saints are now driving. They are at the Bears' 23-yard line.
Hey, Kamara had a 13-yard reception.
There you go. And feed the guy every time you get the ball, or you get the opportunity to feed him.
Yep.
Let's see. Now we go to Tampa Bay, Houston as 1st and 10. Bucks still lead 10-7. Timeout on the field in that one. It looks like we have an injury timeout for the Texans. But yikes. God. Oh, geez, I didn't know Penei Sewell had a brother who played for the New Orleans Saints. Those Samoan genes run deep. And Saints are now, and we have a +1 here. I'm getting Michelle.
I just have to show something.
Oh, I'm a little busy right now, baby girl. We'll be cutting this short. All right, throws out to the edge. I'm getting high, Rachel.
House is high.
Hi, Kyle.
Yo.
I don't know. That was outside on the porch.
I got mail you look at.
Gross adulting.
Yep.
Shoot. Oh, we were looking at houses earlier. Michelle's like, Daddy, when you get the money, we need to start looking at houses. I said, well, why not? Why don't we do it now? You already gave her the blueprint. This is what she wants. She wants a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with an upstairs.
Yeah. Have fun with that.
Hey, we did some window shopping. No shame in that.
No shame.
Yeah, zero shame. All right, Derek Carr close to the end zone. Saints are now down to the 5-yard line, so they're looking to punch in. Jeez. Yeah. And also we also did some shopping looking for her a birthday dress for her birthday party, which is going to be, where did she say she wanted? Oh, Soar. No, not Soar. Thank God, not Soar. House of Bounce. So just at a regular bounce house. It would have cost over $600 to book a birthday party for Soar, which is a trampoline park.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't got that kind of scratch. No, thankfully her mom and I will be looking at we're just looking at doing a bounce house. All right, and handoff. Alvin Kamara down to the 1-yard line, basically down to the half-yard line.
He's turning it up. I mean,
now you're going to get mad if the Saints all of a sudden at the goal line they decide to give the ball to Taysom Hill.
Yeah, give it to Kamara. Kamara's reliable.
I mean, Taysom Hill is as well. The dude's a Swiss Army knife.
But it's not Kamara level.
Well, no. All right, Bucks are looking to try to score as well. Oh, hold on. We got a defensive tackle in the backfield. What's going on here? Dude, you're going to be mad. They're not giving him the ball. Blocker. It didn't work. They tried to put a defensive tackle in the backfield as an extra blocker for Taysom Hill, and that shit got ate up.
I mean, they scored.
No, they didn't.
Saints did score.
Oh, well, red zone's behind then.
Yep. Tyson Hill passed from Derek Carr 2 yards.
So they actually threw it to the So the starting quarterback throws it to his backup quarterback. That's the anomaly of having a backup quarterback who also is a tight end, a wide receiver, and a running back at the same time. He's a complete Swiss Army knife.
Yep.
I'm sure that kind of reminds me of the movie Varsity Blues. How their star tailback always got all the yards, but when it got down to like the 2 yard line, they'd always give it to as he says, they'd always give it to some white running back. Like, no, give me the damn ball. I got you here.
Yep.
Plus you need the points.
Yep. Oh well, we'll see how it goes from here on out.
Looks like
Gus Edwards hasn't touched the ball since his touchdown.
Well, in fairness, I believe from the last that we've seen, the Saints turned it over. Ooh, I am now up by a touchdown in my matchup. Buccaneers just got on the board. Rashad White 1 yard touchdown run in that one. Let's see. Because I had 15 points from the Falcons defense. That's why. And my second leading score is Young Wei Koo. Falcons kicker, 12 points.
Nice.
Gotta love it. But dang, you know what? Ramondre Stevenson's on my bench and he's eating today. 72 yards and a rushing touchdown against Washington.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, it be what it be.
Yep. Right now, like my hopes of even staying in like first place for the league, I think I just give that up. I just want to make top 4 to make the playoffs.
I don't think that's going to be a problem. Yeah, there goes Ramondre Stevenson. Oh, he is gone. Woo!
Here's the thing, though.
Oh,
here's the thing. There's a 5-way tie, or 5 players, or five teams that are fine for this.
Yeah, because you got Markham's in first, and you're challenging him for first, and me and Shamrock are tied for second.
Then you got your Borkgrid could make some plays potentially, but also like don't count Team Smith. Like he's coming.
No, definitely can't. Yeah, that was a massive run ripped off for Ramondre Stevenson, and that makes me sick because I could have easily, I could have easily had that going. Let's take a look. How long was that touchdown run? Because boy, he ripped that one off hard. 64-yard touchdown run. Woo! And hey, the Falcons got another field goal. It is now 11-3 Braves. Who would have had the Bears and the Saints as the shootout of the early games?
I have no clue. Like I said, it's I'm just sitting here sick to my stomach.
Well, just make sure if you're gonna vomit, okay, Lamar with another big run. If you're gonna puke, well, hold on. I mean, if I had a little paper cup, I'd be like, if you're gonna spew into this.
Yeah. No, it's just like I said, Lamar is going to start doing his. Gus Edwards, I don't think he's going to touch the ball for almost probably the rest of the game. I think Lamar is going to try to do it all himself.
Well, let's just take a look. You're down by 5 right now.
But again, we still got people to play.
You do.
And the Saints defense just keeps dropping points, whereas the Browns defense keeps increasing points. Like
they do.
That margin gap is just going to keep growing.
I got one question, today. Are my Rams ever going to make it past midfield? Jeez, you talk about not having faith, and I hate that because I love my guys. It's just looking rough today with an unproven quarterback. Okay, Gus Edwards got a little. Was that him there on that handoff? 30. I can't tell. All Ravens running backs look like no. That was a third running back. All right, and back over to the Browns and Cardinals. It is 3rd and 10 there. Cardinals leaving a lot in coverage. Boo. And that ball is
incomplete. Like Gus Edwards run the ball for a couple more touchdowns, I'll be happy.
I don't doubt you would be a very happy camper.
But I think this week my Martian game is just shot to hell. I gotta rely all on my my wide receivers.
Yeah, and we will have to recap here. But before we sign off here, we have another couple of highlights to run in on. Ravens are now down to the Seahawks 5 as
Lamar Jackson rushing touchdown.
Well, yep. Did he already?
Oh no, 3-yard rush. Trey Brown 3-yard penalty.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be negated. But On that note, I have a very hungry child here and we do need to eat lunch.
Yeah,
It is 1:08. It
yeah,
is not
errands to
past
run.
lunch. It is not past lunch, but we're gonna go eat lunch. Better yet, you are. But folks, this video will be up on YouTube as always, so I'll have that up later tonight. And be well and stay safe, and always be sure to love on those who love you. Hey, before we go, update. You just got Gus Edwards touchdown.
Yes!
There you go.
Come
There
on,
you go.
Gusty.
Dude, your game is officially now straight tied 39.8 across. See, just before we leave, some good stuff happens to you.
But again, the big factor for this matchup is going to turn into, can the Saints defense turn it up and actually do something, or is it going to be a nightmare for the Saints defense? And I'm just going to watch as the Browns get 30 points this week.
They're going to do it in the most boring way possible. But we're gonna wrap. But yeah, we're gonna have to wrap things up on that note. And I got to go make lunch for me and mine. But
Sounds
once
good.
again, this will be up on YouTube for viewing consumption later tonight. Taking a look now at that Edwards touchdown, tough 3-yard run. Ravens now with 14-0. And I will get with you later on how everything goes here. And until then, also, folks, be on the lookout. New Triple B podcast coming this Friday morning. We will all be getting together and putting that together for you. And for early viewers, it will be up on Patreon, which we are now on Patreon. So I'll have that linked in the description below. Until then, peace.
Peace.